I'm gonna call the meeting to order with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Report of any executive sessions.
Yes, as per section 8-A-4 of the Sunshine Act, an executive session held on Wednesday, March 19, 2025 at 11:05 a.m. concerning potential litigation in the process or enforcement of repeated zoning violations in county government zoning municipalities.
Thank you. Public comment.
Morning, George. Good morning.
Morning.
George Stankovich, Palo Alto. Once again, I'm here for the senior citizens of this county and veterans. I hope and pray that the meeting tonight, that as many people that don't understand what's going on show up at Pottsville High School tonight at 7 o'clock. It's a chance to hear the explanation of what's going to happen or what we can do. And I hope and pray that it's a good enough explanation that everybody's going to be able to understand it. Because there's words used sometimes that aren't from the English dictionary. They want to throw stuff at people that they can't understand. And one thing I will say is you're seeing how government, how things are going right now. It's outrageous, especially for people that worked in the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. If they would get a raise that compared to the wages that people get today, there wouldn't be a problem in the United States. But senators, congressmen, and the president don't want to hear about that. You can't compare what people are making today with what people made back in those years. There's no way, no way. And you have to understand that people are going to lose their homes because they can't afford any more taxes than they're already on their homes. I don't care what anybody says, it's not fair. If you're going to go equally and fairly, then that's how it should go. Bring their wages up for Social Security or bring taxes down for them so they can live in this country. This is ridiculous. I don't care what anybody says. It's not a fair way to get these taxes. Senator Argyle, I don't know how many times I've talked to him, Twardzik, all of them guys. I'm telling you, it's not fair. Shapiro's next, I guess, on my list to talk to. This is ridiculous. What's going on in this country, people are losing their homes right and left. Right and left. And it's not right. And like I said, the report that they came out with homeless, you know that that isn't the figure. You know it. You know it, 25 in the county. Like I said, I can walk backwards in Pottsville and trip over 25 people with a blindfold on. And I'm telling you, it's not right. It's not fair. We have to be more fair with these people. And I'm including myself. If I ever lose my home, Argo's the first one that's going to hear about it. Thank you.
Any other public comment?
Morning, Jeff.
Hey, Jeff.
Morning. Jeff Dunkel, Palo Alto. Is there any further explanation on the possible litigation from the executive session?
No, there's another report other than the comment that was made.
Okay, so that's just the explanation you're giving. Usually they give it.
When everything's done, there'll be more.
Okay. All right, Lisa Stevens, I see we still don't have any paperwork on that.
I think, did Mike come in?
Yes.
Okay, Mike, it was given to you with this Lisa Stevens. So what's your question, Jeff?
I would just like to see the paperwork that it was formally sent over, that it was closed out, that there's got to be some sort of documentation that the state, I shouldn't have to go and request paperwork or phone calls to the AG's office. They should be able to send a form that states this has been investigated and closed out. I can't imagine that they just do that over a phone call and there's no documentation sent, even if it could be retracted with any possible personal information in it.
So I previously indicated I did receive a letter. Sent a letter, received a letter. You made a right to know request. I referred to the solicitor's office. Solicitor's office, I don't know if they responded or what they've done with the right to know.
I don't know if you did or not.
Probably
I'll
30-day
ask.
extension, like,
Oh,
on
okay,
everything.
but I'll look into it.
Okay. Ms. Gaffney, she's not here yet. Again, with her FMLA claim, for those that don't know or just tuning in. Worked under 100 hours last year, collected a $96,000 salary and benefits package. Just fraudulent. I mean, we're trying to tighten the belt here on the spending, and you have wasteful spending like that. Blatant. I mean, she was told not to say FMLA by multiple people and came here and said it anyway. She just doesn't show up for work. Adult probation last week, there was a table of giving those people bonuses. Doesn't come out of the budget, so I'm not quite sure what the issue is there. If somebody can explain that or what the holdup was on that. In Mike's office, you're just making it rain up there, throwing money left and right. It's coming out of the county funds. So maybe a little bit more. Maybe. Reassessment. Lots of people have no knowledge of these meetings. They weren't posted on any of the county websites, Vision website, obviously until after someone seen it on my page. It was said at the meeting. People north of the mountain, that meeting was held before anything was made public. Very few media sites that put anything out had any listing of the actual locations. It was just the school districts. Nobody knew where it was, when to go, what times doors open.
Well, so far, North Schuylkill had the highest attendance.
Well, they probably could have had a lot more because a lot of
I'm
people
just
were
saying.
pissed up there that they didn't know about it. And from what I hear, Pine Grove wasn't that great, so anything could beat that. And in the initial release that was put out, the locations weren't even finalized. I think 2 of the locations weren't finalized, and the actual location inside the school district wasn't released either. So I think that needs to be better done. What I brought up last week regarding Vision and the harassment and the cameras, I think we got to the bottom. The cameras are in the leased building down in Pottsville on Center Street. The potential suits and the alleged harassment. There was audio being used by these cameras on the employees until recently. There was a claim, I guess, made that they only record after 8 p.m., which is false. Maybe they changed that since the complaints were made. People are being reprimanded for things that they've done during the workday prior to 8 p.m. that was viewed on the camera. So Mr. Barr's here. Hopefully he can address those concerns and his potential problems. The court admin position that's on here, $5,250 a month, which equates to $63,000 a year, to work 420 hours a year, which breaks down to 8.1 hours a week. So that person gets $1,211.54 and only has to work 8 hours a week. Anything over the 8 hours a week, he can then bill the county for $150 an hour. That seems drastic. One other thing, can individuals hold more than one county position?
I guess, yeah, if it's agreed to.
It is not a county position.
Yeah.
That person has a county
It was
job.
a question. It wasn't directed towards any person. It's a question because this was brought up
Correct.
twice in the last 6 years, and the answer was no. So that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Yes, that person will be under a contract with their law firm. You cannot hold 2 county positions, of course, unless you are a tax collector. That's the only time something overlaps, but that doesn't happen
Okay, I think I'll talk to you afterwards.
anymore.
Is there any other public comment? The only thing I want to say is we have a letter here that we sent out opposing the expansion of Liberty Soil, which I'm going to give to Josh. And then there was legislation, well, there's a bill. I don't know how much traction it's going to get. And Tim, if you want to address this, there's to try to help fix reassessment. They're finally, other counties are getting sued, and I guess more counties, bigger counties are getting sued. So now they're trying to do something about it.
What's that bill number, Larry?
I don't
Bill amending Title 53 and 16 of the Pennsylvania Consolidated
It's
Stats.
not been, I don't believe it's been introduced yet.
It's
I was
pending.
given a copy of a draft, which I shared with the board, that some senators out of Allegheny County
Mhm.
have initiated attempts to try to deal with tax reform. Uh, 30 years we've been trying to deal with tax reform, trying to get it, but we're seeing some more traction now because the court-ordered reassessments are becoming more common. When a court orders a reassessment, it tends to cost more. It tends to be less in the control of the constituents in the county themselves. So they're trying to bring Pennsylvania up from, we're the only state that has no regulations mandating when reassessment should be done. So it's real easy to kick the can down the road for 20, 30, 40 years in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Tim Barr, Vision Government Solutions. We have had 3 public meetings, informational meetings so far. The one in North Schuylkill was the most well attended so far in person, 74 people at the North Schuylkill meeting. Lots of great questions from the group. I speak for about an hour, giving detailed information, and I try to balance it between some of the simple stuff that you want to understand, but there's also people in the group that want proof that it's revenue neutral. Why is it, what's the legal reference that they can go up and research and look at that? So there's a blend of both the simple stuff and some of the meat of how the values are arrived at. One of the main things that I try to do is to help people know what comes next. We've got informal reviews coming up, preliminary notices, informal reviews, then final notices, then formal appeals. North Schuylkill had 74. In Pine Grove, we had 24. In Tamaqua last night, we had 34 people. But I also want to make a special call out to the Coal Region Canary. They videotaped the Pine Grove meeting. And although we only had 24 people in that nice auditorium there, over 1,700 people in the last 48 hours have watched the Coal Region Canaries video. In fact, I'm planning to videotape the one tonight or maybe tomorrow. Tonight's Pottsville. If you live anywhere in the county, come to the Pottsville meeting. The Blue Mountain meeting will be tomorrow night. So we encourage folks to attend that.
Where's the building?
Say the location, what building, and where it's at.
I think the last 2 are both at the high school.
Pottsville is.
I'm sorry, Pottsville's Lingle, DH Lingle.
DH Lingo Auditorium,
Yes.
and Blue Mountain is in the high school auditorium.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's in the high school auditorium.
These public meetings are intended to help property owners with this process. It's my meeting, it's Vision's meeting. Commissioners have been attending, which we appreciate. Assessment Office has been attending. It's not a commissioners meeting. There's no public comment period. I will take questions from the group and I will not dodge any question. If we get up against 8:30, which is my cutoff, I want to keep the meetings under an hour and a half, then we will do what we did last night. Stand in the parking lot answering questions until the last question has been answered.
Which was 10:30, right? 10 o'clock, right?
About 10.
10
Yeah,
o'clock, right.
I think that's about
It
right.
was about 10 o'clock.
Yep. Fortunately, Burger King was still open, so I was able to get something to eat on the way home. But the purpose is to make sure we're addressing the concerns of the larger group. No one has their individual notices yet, so questions will be more generic. We had some great questions last night again on commercial properties and what affects value, what's a neighborhood. So if you want to know more about all of that, either come to one of the remaining 2 meetings, watch the Coal Region Canaries Facebook recording of it, or we hope to have an additional recording as well. Separate from reassessment, I'll address the accusations that have been made against me personally. I'll do that today. I won't do that tonight because tonight's about reassessment. There have been no claims filed against me. They're baseless. Yes, because the claim was made from this podium, Vision did an investigation and they interviewed employees and they put me through a series of questions. Honestly, it's a bit offensive, but I'm a public figure. I get it. Anybody can say anything they want. It doesn't have to be true. There are cameras in my office that the employees know about the day they're hired. They are monitored by myself when needed or by my project director, my project manager, for security reasons and for keeping track of the staff. If everybody's just congregating for 30 minutes over in the corner and they're not working, they're going to get a phone call or somebody's going to come over and say, what are you guys doing? You need to be working. All the employees know that. They do not record during the day. I mean, this is frankly my business as a business manager. It's my office. But just to set the record straight, they only record, letting the potential crooks know, they only record after hours. I get an email alert on my phone if somebody is in there outside of hours, so that we have security. They don't record during the day. They never record or monitor audio. That feature is turned off. So I couldn't listen to the conversations if I wanted to. For the first month when they were in, that was not turned off. We didn't realize we could turn it off. So that came later. But there are cameras. They're not in the bathroom. They are in offices with 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 desks going around. So if any employees are concerned about that, they have not said so to me or to HR. And again, they're not hidden. They're stuck up on the wall, real obvious, and all the employees know that those are there. So if there's any additional questions on that, somebody can reach out to me privately, but I'm not going to get into that tonight because tonight is about helping you folks, property owners at home, manage what's going to be a challenging couple of months as we finish this reassessment.
And as soon as the allegations were made, Visions was notified instantly from the county. We phone call and emails,
Oh yeah,
and we told them instantly.
Investigator, question the right people.
well, they
How about that forward, because some of them don't work there anymore.
no current or former employee has filed any complaint against with Visions HR or anything else. So, okay, well,
Okay, well, that's
then,
between them and Vision, because they're not our
I get what I'm
employees.
saying.
But we made sure
Vision is lying.
yeah, but what we're saying is we made sure that once the allegation was made, they were notified, like right after that meeting, they were notified.
yep, and Vision and their attorneys and everybody went through a full investigation to make sure that there wasn't any basis to it. Even absent questions, they interviewed anybody that might possibly have had additional knowledge at this point. So, yeah, feel free to contact our HR department or give me the information.
Okay, let's move on with the meeting. If there's no more public comment. Can I have a motion to approve the commissioners' meeting from March 12th?
So moved, sir.
Second.
On the question?
Commissioner Fedora?
Yes.
Commissioner Heatherington?
Yes.
Commissioner Hess?
Can I have a motion to approve the work session meeting from March 19th?
So moved.
Second.
On the question?
Commissioner Fedora?
Yes.
Commissioner Heatherington?
Yes.
Commissioner Hess?
Yes.
Can I have a motion to approve the items that were presented by the grant writers at our work session?
So moved.
Second.
On the question?
Commissioner Fedora?
Yes.
Commissioner Heatherington?
Yes.
Commissioner Hess? Yes.
Can I have a motion to approve what was presented by engineering and liquid fuels at our
So moved.
work session?
Second.
On the question?
Commissioner Fedora?
Yes.
Commissioner Heatherington?
Yes.
Commissioner Hess? Yes.
Can I have a motion to what was presented by real estate at our meeting?
So moved.
Second.
On the question?
Commissioner Fedora?
Yes.
Commissioner Heatherington?
Yes.
Commissioner Hess? Yes.
Can I motion to approve what was presented at our work session by drug and alcohol?
So moved.
Second.
On the question?
Commissioner Fedora?
Yes.
Commissioner Heatherington?
Yes, excuse me.
Commissioner Hess? Yes.
Can I motion to approve what was presented by children and youth at our work session?
So moved.
Second.
On the question?
Commissioner Fedora?
Yes.
Commissioner Heatherington?
Yes.
Commissioner Hess? Yes.
Can I motion to approve what was presented by 911 communications at our work session?
So moved.
Second.
On the question?
Commissioner Fedora?
Yes.
Commissioner Heatherington?
Yes.
Commissioner Hess? Yes.
Can I motion to approve what was presented by the Office of Senior Services?
So moved.
Second.
On the question?
Commissioner Fedora?
Yes.
Commissioner Heatherington?
Yes.
Commissioner Hess?
Item number 10 is tabled by order of Judge Russell. 11, court administration.
So moved.
Second.
On the question?
Commissioner Fedora?
Yes.
Commissioner Heatherington?
Yes.
Commissioner Hess? Yes.
Can I motion to approve what was presented by the Election Bureau at our work session?
So moved.
Second.
On the question?
Commissioner Fedora?
Yes.
Commissioner Heatherington?
Yes.
Commissioner Hess? Yes.
Can I motion to approve what was presented by tax assessment at our work session?
So moved.
Second.
On the question?
Commissioner Fedora?
Yes.
Commissioner Heatherington?
Yes.
Commissioner Hess? Yes.
Can I have a motion that was approved, to approve what was presented at our work session by the county administration?
So moved. Second.
On the question?
Commissioner Fedora,
Yes.
Commissioner Heatherington,
Yes.
Commissioner Hess.
Yes.
Can I have a motion to approve the treasurer's report?
So moved. Second.
On the question?
Commissioner Fedora,
Yes.
Commissioner Heatherington,
Yes.
Commissioner Hess.
Can I have a motion to approve what was presented by human resources at our meeting?
So moved.
There's no items.
There's no items, man. Finance office is all just informational, except, approve the supplemental budget appropriation resolution for the current year, 2025, and it's resolution 2025-02.
Motion for resolution 2025-02. Second.
Question, on the question?
Commissioner Fedora,
Yes.
Commissioner Heatherington,
Yes.
Commissioner Hess.
Yes.
Okay, new business. On behalf of the engineering and real estate.
Yes, I'm requesting that the commissioners approve the sales for the Schuylkill Township properties and parcel 27-8-59. The highest bidder was Nicole and Jonathan Dewsbury for $15,126. And then the next parcel, 28-08-126, the highest bidder was Mark Drum. I reached out and contacted him, and he said that his financial situation had changed. So I reached out to number 2, which is Frank Kuzman. I may be mispronouncing his name, for the amount of $67,000, and he is purchasing that. And the last one, 27-8-145, Viking Holdings 2021 LLC, for the amount of $16,500.
Okay, motion to approve.
So moved. Second.
On the question?
Commissioner Fedora,
Yes.
Commissioner Heatherington,
Yes.
Commissioner Hess.
Yes.
The grant writers. You want to read that, Gary? I don't. No, go ahead, Gary. I didn't see him sitting in the back.
Approval to submit an application for the USDA's Watershed Protection and Flood Prevention PL 566 projects grant to provide technical and financial assistance for planning and carrying out watershed projects. The project name is the Schuylkill River Port Carbon Flood Mitigation Plan, which is aimed at reducing flooding events mainly in the boroughs of Port Carbon, Middleport, New Philadelphia, and St. Clair. It will also help other townships and boroughs upstream of Port Carbon located along the Schuylkill River and Mill Creek. The Schuylkill Conservation District approved submitting the same application at their March 18th board meeting as a co-sponsor, and letters will be sent to municipalities to ask them to consider applying as a co-sponsor also.
Okay, can I
I'll
have a
make a
motion?
motion that we approve the presentation by the grant writers. Second.
On the question?
Commissioner Fedora,
Yes.
Commissioner Heatherington,
Yes.
Commissioner Hess.
Yes.
On behalf of the district attorney's office.
Morning, Commissioners.
Morning, Michael.
Commissioners, I am requesting that you approve the contract between Schuylkill County and Shelby Hostetter as an independent contractor for work performed in the district attorney's office. If you recall, about last year at this time, you entered into a contract. It was a one-year contract at that period of time. The contract has now expired. I'm asking it to be renewed at the same amount set forth in the contract of $22,000, with the additional $5,000 that was given to all the other assistant district attorneys. And once that is acted upon, I would like to explain where that $5,000 is coming from, unless you want me to do that now.
You can do it now, but this is part of that 5,000 that once you hire somebody for a position, it goes away.
That's correct, and that's what I'd like to explain.
Go
So
ahead.
I don't know if you want to vote now or if you want me to explain it.
Go ahead and explain it.
Okay, so the $5,000, that it's not being paid on a one-time basis. It's $5,000 that's being spread out over the course of the year. The commissioners have graciously approved of the budget that I submitted for the district attorney's office. That budget includes a certain amount of attorneys to do a certain amount of work at a certain cost that to the county that the district attorneys are paid. We are down right now a full-time district attorney and a part-time district attorney. The work in my office hasn't decreased. I need those people to work. That work needs to be done. The assistant district attorneys that I have in my office have graciously picked up a significant amount of work since the period of time that I'm down 2 staff attorneys. It's my belief that because of that additional work, they should be compensated for it. Last time I made a comment that it's budget neutral. It's budget neutral in the fact that that money has been budgeted from the county already. It's not new money that the county is paying to the district attorney's offices. It's money that you realize you need to safely and effectively operate Schuylkill County through the district attorney's office. That work needs to be done. Prosecution needs to be done. And so the money, it's not extra money that's coming, and there's no money raining down in the district attorney's office. That's not why I work 10, 12 hours a day to catch the money, okay? That's what it's for. So I'm asking for that to be approved on this contract today.
Once again, if those positions are filled, you would retract that, right?
Absolutely. If the position is filled on May 1st, the money that you've awarded, that extra $5,000 to each assistant district attorney, stops. And again, because it's being paid over the course of a year, it would be a very minimal amount if I hire somebody on May 1st.
Right, so that's like $100 a week essentially, and then that would just stop being.
Yeah, basically it would be, yes, yeah.
The way it was originally put out, it's like.
No, it's
No,
over.
It's being paid over time, spread out over the year, goes in each of their paychecks that they get on a 2-week basis. So yeah, basically it'd be $100 a week for $5,000. Yeah.
Got a motion to approve what was requested on the district attorney's office.
So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Second.
On the question?
Commissioner Fedora,
Yes.
Commissioner Heatherington,
Yes.
Commissioner Hess.
Yes.
Thank you. Approval for the courts. You want to read these, Gary?
Again,
Go ahead.
approval of contract with Deborah Smith, Esquire, for custody conciliation and hearing officer. Compensation for this position is $150 per conference, and other fees is listed in the contract document. Contract term is April 1st, 2025 to December 31st, 2025. Next, approval of contract with Deborah Smith, Esquire, as a hearing officer / master. The compensation for this position is per case as identified in the contract document. Contract term is April 1st, 2025 to September 30th, 2025. And lastly, approval of contract with Deborah Smith, Esquire, to serve as divorce master. Compensation for this position is $450 per case, and other fees as listed in the contract document. Contract term is April 1st, 2025 to December 31st, 2025.
I have a motion on behalf of the courts.
Motion for all three.
Second.
The question?
Commissioner Fedora,
Yes.
Commissioner Heatherington,
Yes.
and Commissioner Hess.
The motion to adjourn. Report of executive sessions for salary board.
There were none.
Public comment for salary board. Can I have a motion to approve the minutes from salary board meeting of March 12th?
So moved, sir.
Second.
On the question?
Commissioner Fedora,
Yes.
Commissioner Heatherington,
Yes.
Commissioner Hess.
Yes.
Controller Yekenship. Yes.
Can I have a motion to approve the salary board work session of March 19th?
So moved.
On the question?
Commissioner Fedora,
Yes.
Commissioner Heatherington,
Yes.
Commissioner Hess.
Yes.
Controller Yekenship. Yes.
There's no personnel actions. Is there any new business? Can I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion adjourned, sir.